it lands right here. And just to make sure that all the clippings from the grass don't go in the pool, we put in the artificial turf everywhere and put a little 9-hole golf course around the property. In the back there, you see that's kind of wooded. That's 4 acres of 4x4 and four-wheeler course, all in dug out with my excavation machine so we can get muddy and have fun. But outdoor spaces are extremely important, and you can see the amount of detail that I put into all of it. And one of the special details comes from Regal Ideas, my favorite railing. You may have seen them on the show. You'll look at it up there.
Beautiful.
That is a gorgeous railing, and it lights up at night, and it only shows like the outer portion of light. Like these little things light up, these little bullet things that hold it. And there's no top rail, there's no pickets, so there's no obstruction of view. And they even take out the iron in the glass to make it more clear. It's a patent that they have at Regal Ideas. So that's why I use their product. It's not green tinted like normal glass. It's crystal clear. So you literally look right through it at the focal points of the backyard, the swimming pool, and all the beauty, instead of looking at a top rail and a bunch of pickets. So you can sit down out there and enjoy a view. And little things like that are details that I love doing, you know. And I even love that railing so much in that deck up there that, you know, at night, like I said, it lights up. But everybody comes over here and just goes, what kind of railing is that? So I actually had one of my projects I was doing for Guy Fieri. I was building Guy Fieri. You may know him. He's a cook on TV with the spiky bleach blonde hair. He's a good buddy of mine. Yeah, chef. He's a badass chef too. He's really good. So I built some stuff in his house and did some renovations for him. And he, the next door neighbor happened to be Brooke Shields. I donated through Regal Ideas, through Andrew over there, $35,000 worth of railing for her on the seawall next to Guy Fieri, just to showcase it. They were going to put like a regular picket fence. I said, you can't do that. And I showed them the difference. And now they're great friends of mine. They donate to my, you know, I have a children's charity called Little Smiles. They donate, and they love it. They the railing is beautiful. And I don't know anybody else that actually does that crystal railing like that. It's really awesome. But they make different railing too that we used in St. Augustine coming out on the new show. So we have a 13 episodes each season, 26 episodes, 2 seasons back to back coming real soon of the Vanilla Ice project that we did in St. Augustine. And we showcase a lot of the history of St. Augustine, Florida, and the beach. And they're directly on the beach. So these are going to be some really cool episodes. And we showcased another railing that they have from Regal Ideas. And it does have pickets and all that, but it was perfect because it's a beach house. So it kind of has that look that you want. This railing really wouldn't look good on the beach house all modern like that because it's, you know, it just doesn't fit the theme. So we use a different railing and it lights up underneath you and it looks great. You can change colors, but it's very elegant. So we did that. That's coming out on the new season. We're going to showcase some of their other new products. Even in here, I'll show you real quick.
And what station is that coming out on for our readers to know?
So you're looking at it's. I think they all got bought by Discovery Channel. So I'm gonna turn some lights on here. So it's all whatever Discovery. It used to be Scripps. Now it's Discovery. They bought everything.
Okay. So you've studied team personalities, thinkers, relators, socializers, directors. How does that help you lead and collaborate with your team more effectively?
Well, that's a great question. And that is exactly a quote from me. And I love that you said that because that helps me put in perspective, you know, how to judge people's character, basically, to fit them in the right position. In other words, if you guys have ever seen the guy, Wes Kane, on the show with me, he's my right-hand man. He owns a concrete company. He's very responsible. He's a Marine and, you know, a very hard worker. And, yeah, he does that, but you couldn't put him behind a cubicle. You couldn't put him on a computer, a filing cabinet. He just wouldn't fit. You know, it's just he's an outgoing guy. But you know, so he would be considered a director or a socializer, probably more of a socializer. Then you have thinkers and relators, which are basically people who do like those jobs in the cubicles that we do need, like Angela. who's been working for me for 28 years. And then, they love doing the file cabinet work and everything. And they don't really like big groups of people like Wes does. They're not good with, you know, they're kind of more introverted. They're great at filing and doing what they do and studying the market and the way it works. And Wes could never stand that. So the different type of character helps you build a better team and place people in a happier environment for themselves, because the happier they are, the more successful your team is going to be, because they're going to work harder and enjoy what they do more. So it's just common sense.
Well, that makes sense. You had called your crew ninjas, and I want to know if you could explain what that means
Oh,
and how
absolutely.
that plays out and every day, in what they do.
So a ninja has many skills, as we all know. Sometimes stealth and and all that, but it's really funny how it works, because the way we relate to it is basically the Ninja Turtles. So everybody kind of relates their character in life to what Ninja Turtle they like, and you have to specifically like one, and they all have these different character personalities and stuff. And if you like Raphael, you're more of the wild kind of crazy guy like me, or more of a director type of guy. And then if you like Michelangelo, you're the cool party dude, man, pizza. You don't take things like crazy. So it's just funny how you can take something we all grew up to in pop culture and let it be funny, but call your crew the ninjas, because we do have many skills.